I just completed the replay that you're about to watch, and it was life-changing, business-saving. But what I recommend to you is this: participate. I know you weren't on live, you can't chat to me live, but you can still actually look at the questions I ask, really investigate what I put forth, make sure it's true for you, write down what you think is the answers, what stands out for you. And if you do, you will discover really powerful data. Now, I gave a crazy limited time offer during this webinar. It was limited time, so you won't get that, but I'm gonna be offering you some presents throughout, or offers throughout, and something at the end. So I cannot wait for you to benefit from what just happened, this crazy, unbelievable webinar. Let's dig into it right now. So Ridin and I just finished a great coaching session.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was amazing. Next level, like always.
And how did it go since we started?
My business has been improving every day.
4 times in the last 3 months of growth, no?
Yeah.
Gal's answers and tools and everything was nothing I was expecting.
Beyond my wildest expectations. Be prepared to be beyond wow.
I realized how I could be more caused in my life, how I have more control over situations. So yeah, it was really amazing. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Gal is very professional, and he will guide you and help you in a way that you could really use this knowledge in your life.
I just want to say thank you, Gal, for amazing webinar, and I applied everything I learned.
But the wonderful thing about Gal, he has great energy, he has command of the subject, he's clear, he will answer as many questions as you have. He's just an overall amazing teacher.
I want to mention how effective this program was for me, and I am very impressed with the results.
What Gal is teaching in G Prosperity, it has the extra thing, and that extra thing really moved the needle for me.
What I have studied with Gal, I'm using the concepts, the tools for my everyday life here.
Gal responded to every question that I had.
Super mind-blowing. In literally 4 hours, it was basically giving the answer to all my problems I've ever had since birth to now.
I'm so happy. I really recommend you to take this program. Gal is amazing. He's a great teacher and an awesome person.
Okay, hello everyone. It's very, very nice to see you on. Okay, we are on the one and only Business Emergency Room. It's May 22nd, 2025. It's presented by me, Gal Ezra, and it's brought to you by Guaranteed Prosperity. Okay, let's jump in. Hi, Lance from California. Wow, and hi, Poonam. Amazing to see you. Well done for being here. Who is the emergency room for? Who is this webinar for? It's for employees, solopreneurs, those starting out, those doing well or very well. Really, if you think about it, and if you really look at it, it's for anyone that wants to have a business that they run and not that runs them, with, this is the big thing, with a life that is filled with happiness instead of increasing despair, as is sadly the case for most people. For those that know, success manifests not only in money, although we love money, it's expansion across every part of life. Family, health, relationships, and a great state of mind. That's what we're going for. That's what this webinar is for. First of all, how does that sound? Are you in for that? Hi, Bernard. Yes, exactly. Beautiful. Okay, super. It is not, here's who it's not for. It is not for those that expect overnight magical success. Only failures, those that are failures in life, expect overnight magical success. They hope for a lottery win, okay? People that aren't doing well hope for the lottery to somehow make them successful, for some magical event that never comes to present success to them. It's not how it works. Powerful people, even if their power is hidden at the moment, even if you don't see it right now, instinctively know that anything valuable doesn't come overnight. It comes over many, many long nights of hard work. Who is this webinar for? It's not for those that like to complicate things. Did you notice that when things are complicated, you find it hard to do it or make it work? Is that true for you, for everyone on the chat? If it's complicated, you don't want to do it. Like somebody gives you crazy instructions of how to build a piece of furniture. You don't want to do it. Or you get a bunch of paperwork you need to fill out. It's complicated for you. You don't know what they want. You find it hard to do it, right? When it's complicated, you don't make it work. You find it hard. So before you can make anything work, it first needs to be simple in your mind. Before you decide, okay, that's it, I'm doing this project, you need to feel that it's simple. Before you say, okay, I'm going to handle the paperwork, you need to feel it's simple in your mind. And so everything I'm going to teach you is going to be simple. I'm telling you now, it's simple. But don't be fooled and think that simplicity is weakness. No. Simplicity is power, like Neo. When it became simple for him, it was, oh, it's just a bullet. When it becomes simple, you get power. The thing to know is that the end result of complication is unworkability. If it becomes complicated, it becomes unworkable. It doesn't work. When things are complicated, it becomes unworkable. And we want it to be workable for you. The thing to know is that the end result of complication is unworkability. And the end result of simplicity is success. When it's simple, you do the paperwork. When it's simple, you build a piece of furniture. If you find things getting complicated for you, stop me. Please, go on the chat, stop me. Actually, stop me. And if you do, if you actually ask, if you are involved, if you participate, if you say, well, I didn't get that, and you do that, you actually participate, I can guarantee that you will, maybe for the first time in your life, demonstrate your true abilities, the potential that you know you have, but somehow fail to demonstrate. Guaranteed. Who is this webinar for? It's not for those that need someone to blame. There's a concept of cause and effect. We talk about it a lot in Guaranteed Prosperity. You'll hear about cause and effect. Cause basically says, if I do it, it's me. I can bring about the result. It's me. I make things happen. Effect means things happen to me and I'm the victim of what just happened. Okay? So if somebody punches me, I'm effect. It happened to me. Okay? If you want someone to make you happy, you're effect because you're waiting for them. You're the victim waiting for them to make you happy. Or if you ask me for the salt, if we're at a dinner table and I say, hey, can you, you say, hey, pass me the salt. Now you need to wait for me to pass you the salt. Your effect. I'm putting you in a position of waiting. I have all the power over you. You are effect. You understand? But if you punch someone, not that I'm for punching someone, but if you punch someone, you are cause. If you go and decide that you are happy, you are cause. If you go and make other people happy, you are cause. See, every time you blame someone, you ask them to, as an example, to pass you the salt. You wait for them to admit that they are to blame. And that makes you an effect. When I say pass me the salt, I'm waiting for you. So you have all the power. When I blame you, I wait for you to say, yep, it was me, I'm at fault. And you have all the power because I'm waiting for you. And that makes me an effect. In order to succeed, you have to have the viewpoint of it's me. It is me. It's not you. I don't blame you. I say it's me. Even if everything around you tells you it's not. Because only when you consider it is you, only then are you cause. And otherwise, you're begging the person to pass you the salt. Literally, I'm waiting for you to pass me the salt. Does that make sense so far? Are you with me? Yes, awesome. Okay, yes. Excellent, good. So we're not looking for pro-blamers, okay? You know, the word problem, it's kind of like a professional blamer. When you say you have a problem, you're basically saying, I'm blaming. I'm a pro-blamer. So we're not looking for professional blamers. We're looking for someone that realizes it is me. And probably you are that person, as otherwise you wouldn't be able to stay so far in the class. Everything I've set up to now is a filter to say, hey, if this isn't you, you can leave. So you're probably the person that realizes it's me, otherwise you would have already left. Who is this webinar for? It is not for those that don't participate. When a person realizes that blame doesn't work, that person stops participating. So first I blame you, I blame you, I blame you, and after that, I actually stop participating. I stop taking action. When you finish blaming your wife, you divorce. You stop participating in the marriage. You stop taking the actions of creating the marriage. You understand? If I blame my wife, blame my wife, blame my wife, eventually, after I don't have anything more to blame her, I will, I divorce. I will not participate in the marriage. I won't take actions to create the marriage because I was too busy blaming. When a person finishes blaming the market and the government and the clients, everyone likes to blame all these things, and when they fail, they realize, okay, they still have problems and they have no one else to blame. They realize all their blame didn't work. What happens? They go bankrupt. They stop taking actions to build their business. So you really have to understand that after you blame and blame and blame, you give up. And after you give up, you completely fail. It starts with blame. So if you're there, if you're unwilling to participate, which is what happens after you blame, if you don't want to take the actions to build yourself, this lesson will not help you. You need to participate. You need to be involved. Do I have your agreement so far? You need to participate. Now, participation is literally being involved in the chat, talking, writing, asking questions, challenging me, whatever. Being involved. Absolutely. Yes. Wow. Agree. Participate. Yes. Awesome. Good. What does participation mean? It means getting involved in the chat, asking questions, giving your opinion. And I can promise you one thing, if you are actually doing those things, if you're involved in the chat, if you give your opinion, I will never make you wrong. I'll never embarrass you for being involved, for participating. I will always make you more, never less. Because the truth is that you are much more than even you are willing to admit. But after many years of coaching and helping people, I never found one person that is not 1,000,000 times more than they are willing to admit they are. So I see what is your amazing, amazing power and your potential, and that you are more than you think you are, and that's what I will highlight. I will never make you less. So if you're still here, welcome. Yes, wow, it is wow. Yes, thank you. Welcome, welcome. I'm very excited about today. It's been a long time coming. I cannot wait to take you through what I'm about to teach you today. It's going to be wow. And I have a major gift worth over $1,000 for those that stay to the end. Firstly, nothing I say today is true. Nothing I say today is true. Unless it rings true for you. You need to check if it makes sense for you. And if it's true for you. And if it is, take it. And if it isn't, reject it. It's totally fine, as long as it's true for you. Next, this webinar will be fast-paced. There's a lot of powerful material to get to, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't interact. You should. It doesn't mean you shouldn't ask questions. You should. I know you joined hoping to learn something special today, okay? I guarantee you will. And by the way, if you actually paid attention up until now, you already did. What I gave you so far is already very, very powerful if you paid attention to what I said. Wow, yes, yes. Yet you don't know me, and so a quick intro. Many of you don't know me. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yes, it has been very, very, very powerful. Yeah. Okay, my name is Gal Ezra, and I'm on a mission to create 10,000 ethical millionaires. That's my mission. Will you be one of them? I'm a super successful entrepreneur, started from zero, and I guarantee that, provided you'll pay attention to the presentation, meaning not only sit and listen, but participate as we agreed, You will not just learn something today. You will learn what you need in order to succeed. Guaranteed, no ifs, ands, or buts. Amazing. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. But how do you know that you've participated? How do you know if you've participated enough? How do you know if this is just being involved in the chat enough? How do you know that you've participated? We tell a lot of people you must participate, and they say, yeah, but how do I know if I've participated enough? I ask because lots of people in life talk, but don't say anything. I'm sure you've seen many people move their mouth, but they aren't really communicating anything. They aren't actually saying anything. And lots of people listen, but they don't hear a thing. Many people act like they listen, they nod their head, but they didn't hear you. So how do you know if you participated? That's for sure. Yes, Nina. There should be a result, yes. The indication is this. What I teach is powerful. 100%, it's been tested, pressure tested. It's powerful. What I'm teaching you is powerful. If you didn't have an improvement every few minutes, you miss something. It's time to ask. If every few minutes you're not going, wow, that's powerful. Yes, wow, I can do this. It means that you're not participating enough. It means you need to ask, whoa, I missed something. Hey, I didn't get that. I want to understand how I can apply that to my life. Something. Participate, or at the very least, put in the chat, wow, that's true, makes sense. Something that indicates, yes, it is powerful. That's how you know. And if at any time you feel yourself fading away, it's not because the material is too weak. It's because you're not participating enough. So do I have your agreement to participate? Yes. Beautiful. Good. Excellent. Okay, good. All right, I know how to teach and I know how to bring my clients results, okay? There's one thing to know how to play basketball. There's another thing to know how to teach it. It's one thing to know how to sing. It's another thing to be able to teach singing. It's one thing to be able to do business. Not everybody knows how to teach others to do good business. So I know how to do it and I know how to teach. And I know how to bring my clients results. And so I guarantee today's presentation will enormously improve your life, your income, and your reputation. But I'll do something even better than that. I will reveal answers today I've never shown any of my students. This is a brand new presentation. You see, I offer free webinars monthly, different subjects, okay? But after a call I had with my dad some time ago, preparing a totally different lesson, I was working on the marketing love languages, I realized, which is another marketing free webinar, I realized there's something you must look at head on, even if it's tough to look at. So we were working on the marketing love languages, marketing webinar, and as we were writing it, we said that there's something that people are missing, a basic principle they're missing. And this is really what they need to look at. It's a must for them to understand this first before marketing, sales, anything can work. And that's how the Business Emergency Room was born. You must face it and understand it before any other income actions can work. Yet what you will learn today will greatly improve your income. It will still improve your marketing and sales. It will improve your business, and it will even improve your health and your life. Yes, interesting. And so I'm literally typing and rearranging this presentation today, May 20th, in prep for May 22nd. It's vital for you to confront what I'm about to expose you to. I made some changes recently because I said this is exactly what people need to understand. I adjusted it so that you guys would get the exact data you need. Now, I talk a lot about my dad. Who is he that I look up to so highly? Just very quickly, it's important for you to know. My dad's Meir Ezra. This is Meir Ezra, me and him, we have an extremely close relationship. He's amazing, an amazing father, amazing businessman, amazing teacher. Anybody that knows him knows what a genius he is. He's the person that developed and refined what I'm teaching you today. So this technology, this body of knowledge, it came from him. His knowledge is what I use to make my money. And it made him $100 million US by the age of 31, only because he knew what I'm going to teach you. Only a few people across the world ever did that by the age of 31, and that $100 million was 30 years ago. So in today's money, adjusted, it's more like $1 billion US by the age of 31. That's what it would be like if it was today. I'm sure you want to know, how is it done? How did he do that? Yes, Meir is a genius who can create other geniuses. True, Kapil. Jason, wow. Yes, yes. Well, what my dad, myself, and our clients have is one thing that you don't have. And I'm going to give it to you later in this presentation. Plus a huge gift for those that stay to the end. Hi, Rudolph. Hello. Okay, if you ask most people how much do you earn, they will say something along the lines of less than I deserve, or less than my worth, or less than my business should. The common denominator is less. The common denominator is living in a state of emergency. There is always problems, fires, worries. Since those people don't know why they earn less than they deserve, why their life is a series of emergencies, they secretly believe it's my karma, or I'm not as qualified, or I'm simply unlucky, or I'm weak compared to my competition, or I was born to the wrong family. Is that true for you? Have you seen that? Maybe not in you, but in people you know? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Seen it in people, yeah. Good. The good news is that there is only one reason why anyone doesn't have what they deserve, and it's the reason for why when I ask my clients how much they earn, they say I earn more than anyone deserves. The reason why myself, my friends, and my clients, same thing, your friends should be your clients and your clients should be your friends, earn so much, and why you earn less than you deserve, the answer is very exact, it always works, and once you will learn it, money will not be an issue for you. I'm sure you're ready for a change, and I'm sure you want to be in the top 1% of earners, which is, by the way, $500,000 per year. That's what you need to get at as your first target. Your instinct will tell you, it's impossible for me. Yet I know how to make myself, my companies, and my clients much more than that every single year while building a beautiful family, having a healthy body, and being genuinely happy every day. Success. I can tell you that I created, owned, and marketed some of the most well-known events brands in South Africa by the age of 23 for 10 years, and since then developed many more successful companies and investments. Today, at 34, I'm most proud of the fact I help other people make lots of money ethically while continuing to run all those companies and make tons of money. So all that to lead to this. All this intro to lead to this, okay? I have a very important question to ask you in the next slide. This is where we actually dig in, okay? This is the beginning of you actually entering the emergency room. It's actually an exercise you will need to participate in. That's why I went on so long about participation. For it to work, I need you to be involved for the exercise to work. But if you do, you will discover something fascinating for yourself. You will discover, I'm not going to tell you, you will discover something fascinating for yourself. It's a series of questions that will blow you away. It's really one question. So, are you with me and are you ready to participate? Can't wait. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Yes. Perfect. Good. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. Already blown away. Thank you, Amanda. Ready for the question, for the exercise. Firstly, you already said yes. Before that question, let me ask you, do you agree you are not as successful as you should be? I'm not saying you're not successful at all. I'm saying you should be way more successful. Yes, if you're a millionaire, you should be a multi-millionaire. If you're a multi-millionaire, you should be 100-millionaire. You should be more. You should be expanding. Yes, 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 exactly. Definitely. Good. Okay, do you agree that this is a problem for you? If you're not expanding, you're contracting. It's a problem. The world is expanding, things are changing, AI is coming. If you're not as successful as you should be, it's a problem. Yes? Yes, good. Okay, do you agree that every problem has a source, a reason for the problem? Every problem has a source. If there's a flat tire, it's because a nail was inside it. If you have a problem with money, maybe the source in this example is someone stealing from you. Yes? True. Okay, great. Great, great. Okay, good. Okay, so every problem has a source, a reason for the problem. Do you agree that you cannot solve the problem before you found the right source for the problem? So we have a flat tire, if we don't find the nail, the one source, the nail, we can't solve it. We'll do 1,000,001 things, but besides solve the problem. If you have somebody stealing money from you and you don't know about it, you can do 1,000,000 things to try to fix it. But until you find the thief, you're going to still have the problem. Yes, 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 good, very good. Okay, so we have the problem of I'm not successful or not successful enough. That's the problem we're looking at. Let's have a look and discover what is the source of your problem. Here it is. Here is the question, the exercise that I need you to participate in for it to work. Okay, here it is. Here it is. What do you think you are missing, one or more, which is stopping you from being more successful? Or in other words, what is the source of your problem? I'm going to give you a list. You just type yes in the chat if it's a source for you. I'm going to give you a list, and what you do is if that's the source of your problem, you say yes. It can be more than one. So let's see. It's going to help us to narrow down. I need you to say yes, and you can just quickly yes, yes, type it, and if it's not, just don't say yes. So here it is. What do you think you're missing, which is stopping you from being more successful? Or in other words, what is the source of your problem? Is it IQ not high enough? Lack of a strong network? Okay, good. And by the way, I'm looking at what you're writing. Weak ideas? Missing sales abilities? Low knowledge on lead generation? Okay, good. I'm getting your answers. Thank you. Continue. No startup money? Missing data? Missing technical knowledge? Need a better product? Okay, yes, maybe. Okay, missing data. Okay, very good. I'm seeing your answers, by the way. No product. Need a more charming personality? Lacking in looks? Too good looking? Or maybe not good looking enough? Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Missing systems? Could very well be. Okay. Married to the wrong person? They're not rich enough? It's just a joke, just a joke. Yes, no, okay, no, not that one, okay. Missing support around you? Yes, maybe. How do we know? It's yes or no, yes or no. Need a healthier body? For example, you have health problems, so it's stopping you from being successful. Okay, yes. Lack of street smarts. People cheat you, you don't see the opportunities, there's issues, you feel like you have lack of street smarts. You should be in a different industry. Something else, and if it's something else, please write it. Okay. Okay, very good. Now I want you to remember more or less which of these stood out for you. Weak mindset, clear focus, willingness, no motivation, potentially lack of consistency, okay, don't know, procrastination, okay, okay, good. I want you to remember which of these really stood out for you. It can be a few, but keep them in mind for now. This is part of the exercise. Yes, okay, more clarity, missing sales abilities. Okay, good. Let's dive deeper. Let's see. We said that to resolve any problem, you need to know the source of the problem, yes? Not having a strong team, insufficient knowledge, no network. Okay, yes. Yes, so we said that to resolve any problem, we need to know the source of the problem. So how do you know if you found the right source or not? Being organized and consistent, no workable systems, yes. How do you know if it's the right source? Because we went through the list. How do you know if the one that you said is the right source for the problem? Okay, it's a feeling, okay, don't know. But if it's a feeling, I feel many things, and sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. If the problem went away, problem no more. Often it's the first theory that comes to mind. Yes, intuition and time. Yes, but how do you know? Intuition is great, but how do you know? How do you know if your feeling is accurate? You experience improvement. Often it's the first theory that comes to our mind, but sometimes you have the first theory about someone, and turns out your first theory was wrong. The problem will not exist anymore. Yes, yes. Immediate results. Okay, let's see. Answering this correctly is the difference between life or death, failure or success. Okay, because imagine that you got the incorrect source, you're going to solve the wrong problem. When it keeps blocking you, it's just a stumbling block. Yes, but how do you know if you found the right source? Because at the beginning, maybe it's a stumbling block. Let's see. The answer to how you know if you found the right source or not is too simple. It's too simple. The answer is, obviously, if the problem is solved or not. Solved. Not maybe, not a speed bump, not an intuition, not I think it is going to be okay, not in 1 week, not tomorrow. I found the right source, it's solved immediately or not. And if it's not solved, I'm sorry to tell you, but you haven't yet found the right source. Got it. True. Now, since you answered the question, first of all, does that make sense to everyone? Is everyone with me? You'd have it already, exactly, Sarah. Yes. Okay. Yes. Good. It does. Okay. Now, since you answered the question in the exercise, it means your problem is not solved. Because that's why you're involved. Whatever you were involved in the chat, because you have something in mind that you said, look, that issue, my IQ or my low network or whatever it may have been, is the source for a problem. So it means that whatever that a problem is, whatever that problem is, it's not yet solved. Which means, and this is the thing you need to gain the ability to look at. This is what you need to face head on, what I'm about to tell you. Which means, it's not that you don't know what is the source of your problem, because of course we said if you knew what the source was, it would be solved. So it's not that you don't know what is the source of your problem. It's worse. It's worse. You have the wrong source for the problem. This is what you need to look at. I know it's almost painful to hear. It's not that you don't know. You know wrong. You have the wrong source for the problem. Because otherwise it would be solved. So whatever you think it would be solved if it was that. Oh no, didn't expect that. I know. And what I'll tell you today is not what you want to hear. It's what you need to hear. And it's what will be effective to bring results. Yes. Let me explain. I'm going to dive into this, okay? Because I know it's kind of like, whoa. But pay attention. You'll see everything will change. Your whole viewpoint's going to shift on this webinar. Imagine you have a business and you think the reason you're not making money is that you don't invest enough in marketing. That sounds good, yes? Not making enough money because my marketing I'm not investing enough in it. Yeah, sounds good. So you invest more in marketing. Yet the business is still not successful. It's still not making profit. The actual problem that's hidden from you is, and this is just an example, the person that's responsible for the marketing is getting a cut of every dollar you're spending with the marketing agency. And you don't know about it. You have an employee who takes money every time you spend money with the marketing agency. The marketing agency gives him a cut. So it costs you much more. And so he has an interest to make sure the marketing doesn't work. As the less the marketing works, the more you invest in marketing. You have the wrong source. The more money he makes, the worse things get for you. Because you keep spending money. He loves it because he gets a cut from the agency. You don't know that's happening. You put more money in, it's not the right source. So things get worse. It's just an example, but this is one that could happen. It's something that I've seen similar things happening. Do you understand? Are you with me? Yes, with you. Okay, good. Now this applies to anything in your life, anything in your business, okay? Imagine you think the reason you don't lose weight is because you eat too many carbs. Another example, okay? And you try to eat less carbs, and you still put on weight. Totally oblivious to the fact that the actual reason is that you developed the silent killer. Diabetes. You don't know about it. You have diabetes. You don't have the real source for the problem. You handle the wrong source, and it gets worse. You discover it, if you're lucky, when you're about to die. Here's the vital, life-saving, business-rescuing law you need to know. For as long as the problem exists for you, whatever you think the source of the problem is, it's not. Whatever you said from that list that you thought was the source of the problem, whatever you said on that list that you thought was the source of your problem, it's not. What you call source is actually just an excuse. Wow. Yes. Yep. Uh-oh. Correct. Ouch. Yep. Wow. So now we know that, yes, it is wow, true. Yes, true. Yep. Number one, the correct source for a problem will enable you to handle it. And number two, we know that for as long as the problem exists, you don't know what is the source. No ifs, ands, or buts. Are you with me so far? Do you know that? Yes. Excellent. Yes. Good. Okay. But there's a few more life and business saving laws you need to know about problems. We are on the business emergency room after all. So we have some life and business saving laws you need to know. The source of the problem is always before. It's another law. The source of the problem is always before. What do I mean? What do I mean? I need you to know this. This is something you can take with you for the rest of your life. It applies to anything. You see you get fat. You thought it's too many carbs. The source is before. You made wrong health choices for a long, long time, and so you developed diabetes. It's not right now you're getting fat. Before, you were doing bad things with your health for a long time. The source is before. If you see a car accident in front of you, the problem is not the car accident. The problem is before. The driver was a drunk driver. The problem is always before. Whatever you see as your problem, it's not the problem. It's before. Are you with me? And the reason I'm asking are you with me is just to ensure that you're participating. It's a chance to ask questions. Okay, understood. Yes, perfect. Totally good. Now, if you don't know and fully understand and can apply this data, you will make the mistake that most failures do. You will not handle the source, and you will handle the symptoms by taking drugs. Now, drugs can be literally drugs or alcohol, or drugs can be entertainment, or drugs can be excuses, or drugs can be blame, or drugs can be the waste of time you always take. You will take a substitute for being cause. Or you will actually take drugs eventually, which most people are on some type of drug. But if you understand this data, you will handle the source, which means you will change your diet, exercise, and mainly, you will change your state of mind. That's the main thing that will change. You'll go, whoa, something will switch, something will get corrected. Lance, this is deep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Welcome to the business emergency room. It is deep. Amanda, yes, Vince, good, excellent. Now, the next life-saving law. That leads us to the next law you need to know. When you handle a problem based on the incorrect source, the problem grows. You must know that. If I work on an excuse, if I work on an incorrect source, it won't not only solve the problem, it will make the problem worse. That's true. Yes, awesome. Yep. If you invest more money in marketing when someone's stealing from you, you will not handle the source. You will lose more money and the problem will grow. Now you're out of even more money. This applies to anything in your life. But you never learned how to think in this way that I'm telling you, and so you destroy your life by handling the wrong source all the time. Very true. Yes. So you have excellent intentions to fix your problems. Really, you want to fix your problems. You try. You really are good. You're trying to handle it. You're taking actions to handle it. And you fail to fix them because you didn't know the right source. You don't know the right source, so you failed. And every time you failed, you reported to yourself that you're a failure. You said, oh, yet again, I didn't handle my marketing. Or yet again, I'm putting on more weight this week. Or yet again, my business is still not growing. And you tried again, and you failed again, and you tried again, and you failed again. Until you truly believe that you are a failure. Yes, Vince. You start to believe I'm a failure. But now you know. You just had the wrong source for the problem. It wasn't that you were bad. You had the wrong source. Nina, but how would we ensure we find the right source if we keep on trying? Do we try everything? Nope. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what is needed. You are never a failure. You only failed to discover the right source for the problem. It's not that you're a failure. Don't ever agree that you are a failure. It's not true. You're not a failure. You just didn't discover the right source for the problem. Exactly. Love that. Thank you, Kate. Yeah. If you learn how to discover the right source of any problem, the problem, regardless of how big or small, will be resolved. Just look at your life and you'll see that all your problems started with little seeds. Small things you didn't want to confront. Small things you didn't want to say. Small things you didn't want to admit. Small things you didn't want to do. And hence, the first and most important thing for you to discover is the actual source of your problems. Otherwise, you unfortunately cannot escape the fact that you know they will not only not be solved, they will grow. You know it. You cannot escape the fact that you know that if you don't discover the source of your problems, they will get worse. They will grow. The health will get worse. The business will get weaker. The debt will get higher. It will get worse. So how do we discover the actual source of your problems? Which was the question we had. So here we go. Let's see. Okay, well done for making it this far. You are understanding that we have to find the right source for the problem, yes? I'm going to show you a lot more about it. But what I also want to tell you is that if you're watching this, you have a chance to get the free one-on-one coaching with one of our coaches if you go to the link in the description. That's your first offer. Get free coaching if you're watching this. So let's continue, and there's much more to come. How do we discover the actual source for your problems? I'm sure you want to know. Well, as I said in the beginning, the million-dollar question, exactly. Number one, every few minutes, it actually should be every few seconds, you will have realizations. And the fact is that you now understand 100% that it was the hidden source of the problem that was your enemy, the thing that prevented you from improving your life. This is major. Just the fact that you now understand this data, you see you will approach everything differently. The fact that you learned what I just taught you is something that 99.999% of people don't think like. They don't think like this. And number two, you now fully understand that if you don't find the source of your problem, the problem will not sit there and sleep. It doesn't take naps. You can't put it in front of a screen and hope nothing will happen. Your problems are continuously growing. It's guaranteed. You know it. You know it. You know your problems constantly grow, even in your sleep. They grow. All these laws are simple, but super true and literally life-changing. Yes, they are. Thank you. So what's the handling? If we look at your business, your life, while it seems super complicated, we can actually break it down to just 5 areas that you need. Okay, you need 5 areas. Let's look at the 5 areas you need. Number 1, your spiritual, personal condition. You need to be in an excellent spiritual, meaning personal condition. Are you with me? That's the first thing. You need to be not worried, not depressed. You need to be somebody who's powerful. Yes. Now, I'm not talking about wishy-washy kumbaya, not spiritual like hum on a top of a mountain. None of that. Not wishy-washy kumbaya, not thinking good thoughts. I'm looking for applicable. Are you worried or are you effective? Are you anxious or do you make other people anxious? That's what I'm talking about. LOL. Yes, indeed. Yes, understood. Good. Number 2, your ability to sell. In other words, your ability to truly help other people and get paid for it. The definition of sales is helping the prospect to help themselves with your product or service. It's a help action. I don't call my salespeople, I call them help people. So you need to improve your ability to sell. Number 3, your ability to handle finances, to handle money, okay? And I want to talk to you a little bit about that. What do I mean by your ability to handle finances, to handle money? I think what you're going to hear now is going to make you go, whoa, that's actually, I didn't look at it this way. This is going to change how I do things. So it's going to be amazing. Amanda, that's so interesting. Yes. Vince, the bigger the problem you solve for someone else, the more they'll pay you. Yes, you want to help them. Money is the result of how much you helped. So let's look at number 3. Which means your ability to say no for waste and your ability to say yes for income. Simple, right? Does that make sense? Everybody with me? Your ability to say no for waste and yes for income. Sounds simple. Sounds simple, yes. Okay, good. You think it's easy for you to say no for waste and yes for income, but I have interesting news for you. I promise you it's not easy for you to say no for waste and yes for income. I'm gonna adjust something in you right now. You habitually, by habit, say yes for spending and no for income. You will easily say yes to Netflix to relax. The biggest yes to waste. Entertainment of some kind. Maybe it's not Netflix, it's YouTube. Maybe it's not YouTube, it's video games. Maybe it's not video games, it's some waste. Yes, Sarah. Or you will easily buy a new laptop and justify that you must buy it to make money. It's yes to waste. You'll say, I need a new laptop to make money. Or you must hire a person to help you do the work. You're not really doing the work yourself, so you say, I'm going to waste by hiring someone else. No, you don't do that. Or you must have a fancy logo and website to make your business take off. I need to spend money on my website. I need to spend money on a logo. You waste money as an excuse for why your business isn't taking off. So let's talk about how you handle money. You will think, yes, it's important. It's important to spend money on a laptop or to hire. It's not. It's important once you make money, not before. And most people actually think it's important before they make money. Are you following? Yes. Yes. So it's a different way to think on money. Yes, absolutely. If a person is in a low spiritual condition, they generally do the opposite of what they should. True. Yes, following. Good, Lizette. Excellent. Yeah. Yes. But you will say no to picking up the phone and following up a prospect. So you will say yes to waste and no to income. So you'll say no to picking up the phone and following up a prospect. No, I don't want to follow up right now. You'll come up with an excuse. You'll say no to sending on time the quote. It's no to income. You'll say no to emptying your inbox. It's a no for income. You will say no to being nice to those that upset you, even if they are your prospects. It's a no to income. You will habitually, by habit, say yes to what you should say no to, and no to what you should say yes to. And it will bring you a financial disaster always. So that's what I mean when I say you need to improve your financial condition, how you handle money. Wow, that's me, Vince. Amazing and very wow and responsible for you to notice that. And it's already a major step to opening the door for a handling. Number four out of the 5 things you need. Your ability to market. Mind-blowing. Thank you, Craig. Most people don't even know what marketing is. Look for yourself and you will see that if I ask you what the word marketing is right now, just the word, and I pressure test your answer, you will not know it. I've done it now with thousands of people probably. I ask them, what's marketing? They give me some answer and I say, really, that's what marketing is? And I pressure test them. I put them a little under some cross-examination on the definition they gave me, and they go, wow, I actually don't know what marketing is. I don't know what PR is. I don't know what sales, what's the difference? I don't know what marketing is. Or what's the difference between marketing, PR, sales, promotion, advertising? You don't know. You don't even know. You will not be able to tell me. So how can you market if you don't know what it is? How can you get results if you don't even know what it is? Good point. Thank you. I'll give you a secret. Marketing, not sales, is responsible for your income. Marketing, not sales, is responsible for your income. I know it's different, but just something for you to chew on. I'm not going to explain it right now, but you will learn about it with me. You will learn about it with me. I must admit, thought it was getting product out, but I don't know. Exactly, Sarah. Exactly. Never thought of it that way. Yes, Amanda. And number 5, delivery. I want to talk to you a lot about delivery, okay? Delivery meaning how you deliver or give or exchange your product. So right now, I'm delivering you a webinar. If you're a massage therapist, you deliver me a massage. If you are a restaurant, you deliver food. It's how you give your product across to the end receiver. So the 5th thing you need to improve is delivery. Law, delivery defines the size of your next deal. This is a law. Your delivery, how good, how the level of your delivery, that is what determines how big your next deal is. If you're going to grow or shrink. Oh, wow, that's true. Yes. Which means delivery is responsible for your future. Yeah, Nina. It's not only you're not only as good as your last job, you're only as good as you're constantly delivering. If you have many jobs over many weeks that were amazing, you will expand. And if you have many jobs that the delivery wasn't so good, and I'm going to talk to you all about that, you will see you'll shrink and shrink and shrink. Amazing. Yes, true. Yes. Most people, when they think about delivery, they think about I give you and goodbye. True? Like, okay, you go to a restaurant, I give you goodbye. Or I give you, you go and get a massage, I give you and goodbye. Or I give you a webinar and I give you and goodbye. That's what they think, deliver. Never goodbye, yes. But most people think of it that way. Very true, I see this, yes. That's in the good case. In the good case. But there are actually 4 levels of delivery you need to know. And I'm going to teach them to you right now. Is that interesting for you to get into the 4 levels of delivery? Yes, okay, good. Very, okay, great, let's see. The lowest level of delivery is called the rip-off delivery. Game, awesome, wow, yes. Rip-off delivery, and I'm going to explain what I mean. With rip-off delivery, I give you, and you give nothing in return, okay? I'm going to give you an example, okay? Somebody comes and steals your laptop. Someone comes and steals your laptop. They took and didn't give you anything in return. If they stole your laptop and left you $5,000, the next morning you would put another laptop out and you would leave them some milk and cookies and let them steal it again. Because the problem is not that they stole the laptop. The problem is that they didn't give you anything in return. They ripped you off. They stole from you. LOL, yes, wow. Buying a chocolate at a store. I go to a store. I give them $1 for a chocolate. They steal my money. They don't give me the chocolate back. No delivery. Rip-off delivery. I paid you. You didn't give me anything. I go to a restaurant. I pay them. I'm there for food. And they don't bring me food. They ripped me off. A friend, you go and you give to a friend and you give to a friend and you help a friend and you give them advice and you help them to move and you give them, you deliver to them, you deliver, you help them, and they do nothing back for you. It's a rip-off friend. This is the stealing delivery. It's criminal delivery. That's what a criminal does. They steal. They take and don't give back. Yep. It's a one-sided flow. One-sided because I give, but there's no flow back to me. So it's one-way flow. It's zero or negative return. Okay, I paid you $1 for the chocolate, I got zero back. Or I paid you $1 for the chocolate and you wasted my time on top of that, so it's a negative return. It's give, give, give without insisting on return. There must be a return. If you help a friend and help a friend and help a friend, you have to insist that they help you, or the friendship will be destroyed. Yes, Craig. Any close friend you used to have and that hates you today, okay, if you take a look for a second, think about a close friend that you used to have, but today they hate you, gave you rip-off delivery, meaning you gave them, and they ripped you off. Any friend that doesn't love you today that used to, you gave them without insisting on return. True, I see it. Lance, I needed to hear this part specifically. Wow. Enoch, parasitic. Yes, exactly. I've done that. Okay, Vince. I've had this. I bought a product and no delivery, and the seller went ghost. Exactly. Rip-off delivery. Tarek, superb. Thank you. Okay, Jason. Let's look at level 2. The second level is the incomplete delivery. It's incomplete, okay? This happened when one gives and doesn't get back as promised. So you got back, but not as promised. You got something, but not what you expected. For example, at the store, I pay for $1 for the chocolate. I paid for the chocolate. I get a chocolate, but the chocolate's ripped open and there's a bite taken out of it. So I got something, but I didn't get what I expected. I expected a new chocolate. Or I go to a restaurant and I order a steak, medium rare. I get a steak, but the steak is well done and cold. I got something, but it's not what I was promised. So it's incomplete. A friend, you help the friend, you help the friend, you help the friend, and they sometimes help you, but they also talk behind your back, which is not what you expected from a friend. It's not what was promised. So yes, they help you at times, but they're also a snake in your life. Incomplete delivery. They didn't give you back as promised. Wow. Yes. Following? Everybody with me? Yes. Okay, good. Yes, wow. In the case of incomplete delivery, the delivery is not zero or negative, but it's less than what one considers was agreed upon. So it's not zero or negative, it's less than what you thought you should get. Okay, Vince. Anyone that has any overdue debt is in the condition of incomplete delivery that, if not rapidly handled, will result in the condition of a rip-off delivery. So somebody lent you money, you promised to pay them in 1 month, it's been 3 months. It's an incomplete delivery. You didn't do what was expected. It's a rip-off delivery. So you have received above and beyond what you expected. Okay? It's your obligation to give back, or you will deliver a ripoff. You will be a ripoff. Your delivery will be a ripoff, and you will be a ripoff. You must give back. If you got, you must give back. It's your obligation. If you received something, you must give back. Everybody with me? Yes, beautiful. Okay, good. Yes, Vince, very good. I'll help you. I'm going to show you today. I'm going to offer you something today that will start to handle it. What do you think the third level of delivery is? There's one more above it. Yes, we have level 1, 2, 3, and 4. What do you think level 3 is? What do you think is level 3? Okay, I'm seeing your answers, by the way. No problem. Okay, complete. Very good. Yes. Yes, good. Let's see. The third level is called just delivery. Just means honest. It means fair. It means what was expected. Here I deliver exactly what was promised. This is the common expected level of delivery. For example, buying a chocolate at a store. I go to the store, I give them $1 for a chocolate, and I get the chocolate. I go to a restaurant, I order the steak medium rare, and I get a steak medium rare. I have a friend, I help him, and when I need, he helps me. So you are getting just what you expected. Now here's the breaking news. Here's the breaking news. All 3 levels so far, including just delivery, will lead to further emergencies, your decline, and your ultimate demise, your ultimate failure. Why? How come? Why do you think that is? Why is it true for you? Tell me what you think is the reason that if you do what's fair, you will actually get destroyed completely. And if you don't know why, that's totally fine. You can say, I don't know. Yes, Jason. Enoch, yes, because we don't stand out with just delivering. You're right, Nina. You need to help more. Yes. Yes. The 3 levels amount to what's average. We need to be above average. Yeah, very good. Very good. Let's have a look at why. Because in this universe, nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. There's nothing that is the same today as it was yesterday or will be tomorrow. Your laptop tomorrow will be worse than it is today, unless you do something to improve it, unless you clean it or service it or update it. It will get worse. If something is the same, it gets worse. Even the most beautiful, strong buildings in the world, over time, deteriorate and get worse unless something is done to make them better than they were. If it's the same, it means it's going down. If you earn $100,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $100,000 a year, you're actually making less money because life gets more expensive, inflation, more demand for income. So you can't just earn the same. If you earn the same, it means you're actually earning less and less and less and less. Wow, yes, Craig. Yes, exactly. If something is not growing, it contracts, and hence, just delivery is an invitation to die. If somebody says, just give me what's fair, and you accept, I'm going to give you what's fair, you agree to die. A person, a relationship, a business will start to die the moment it starts to deliver just delivery. This is wow. This is very wow. I'm telling you, 99.99999% of people don't know this stuff that I'm teaching you. They have no idea. If you understand what I'm telling you, this will change your viewpoint on every interaction you have. It's beyond wow. Yes, Nina. Yes, it's a law. In this universe, nothing stays the same. Yes, totally. Does this make sense so far? Yes. Great. Okay. Yes, 100. Totally. Good. Okay, the fourth and only acceptable level of delivery. Yes, Lior. The only level of delivery that will bring about expansion, the key to long-term friendships, business, family. This is what I use with my wife. This is what I use with my daughter. This is what I use with my friends, with my business, with my clients, with everything I do. I think like this. What I operate on is generous delivery. Generous. Correct. Abundance. Also known as delivery with a wow. Wow, this is more than I expected. Even all of you that are on here today expected something, and if you paid attention, you have gotten data that is much more than you expected. The whole style of the webinar is more than you expected. You expected a webinar that will be some data about emergencies in business. I'm talking to you about life, relationships, health, how to solve any problem in your life, how to interact with clients. I'm giving you more than you expected. And that's what you need with everything that you do. Oh, yes, true. Yes, true. Thank you. Thank you. In this condition of delivery, one delivers more than expected in terms of quantity, quality, speed, more. The key is more than expected. Generous delivery is not extravagant. It's not 2 for 1. It doesn't mean it needs to be fancy or expensive. It's not buy one, get one free. No. It's more than what one considers was agreed upon. Just more than what somebody considered was agreed upon. How can you do things that will create a wow, a surprise, even small things? For example, the chocolate at the store. I pay $1, I get the chocolate, but the guy behind the counter sees that I'm with my puppy and he gives me a treat to the puppy. Oh, that's nice. Wow, more than I expected. That's cool. Every time I go there, they give my dog a treat. That's so cute. It's generous. Going the extra mile, exactly. Hi, Jean-Paul, by the way. You go to a restaurant, you order the steak medium rare, you get the steak medium rare. Now, most people say, oh, but the generous delivery was good service. No, you expected good service. But what you didn't expect is that the chef comes out and he gives you some on-the-house little tasters of something that he's been working on in the back, just for you to try. And you go, whoa, that's nice. You met the chef. He checked in on you. He gave you something for free. It's something small. It cost him nothing. But you go, wow, that's cool. What are you going to do? You're going to tell your friends about this restaurant. Every time we go, the chef has some new thing he's working on. And he remembers my name. Do you understand? It's more than you expected. Is everyone following? Yes, okay. Good, good. A friend. You have a friend. You help them, they help you, but more than expected. It's not like the other friend that talks behind your back. This friend, anytime you're not in the room, they speak so highly of you. All the time. They build you up to people. They always think of how they can help you, who they can connect you to. They always give you tips. They tell you things they've learned. They go out of their way, basically, with how can I help? It's a friend that does generous delivery. Absolutely agree. Thank you, Kate. Now, level 4 delivery, a bit more on it. If the receiver is sane, okay, so for example, you guys are sane, yes? So when you receive, you're sane. The way you operate is sane. Many people aren't, but you, I'm assuming, are sane. If you've made it this far in this webinar, you're a cut above the rest. It's not by accident that you've made it this far in the webinar. If the receiver is sane, the receiver will always have the urge to return more than expected, too. More than one considers was agreed upon. So you go to a restaurant, you get more than you expected. You immediately think, what can I do for this restaurant? I'm going to invite my friends, or I'm going to leave a good review, or I'm going to leave a big tip, or I'm going to do more than they expect because they gave me so much. How can I help them now? I'm going to tell all my friends about it. Or you went and you received a course that was incredible. You immediately send a video review, and the guy didn't ask you for a review on the course, but you do. You promote the course. You got more than you expected, so you give more than you expected. More than they expected, yes? You will have the urge to return more. This results in the other side wanting to give even more. So now you bring people to the restaurant. Now the restaurant sees, oh, wow, you're back with friends. Now they want to give you more. They give you stuff on the house every time they see you. And the result is income and expansion. Now you expand. You give more, they give more. You give more, they give more. And there's expansion and expansion and expansion. This is the only way. This is why I say delivery is responsible for your future. If your delivery is incredible, you will bring about expansion. And if it's anything under level 4 delivery, your future will be contracting, shrinking, destroyed. You're very smart, Sarah. Connect to your spiritual level, not religious. You're right, Sarah, 100%. Wow, wow, wow. Yes, true, Amanda. Thank you, Tariq. And it makes you feel good. Correct, Vince. Yes, Kapil, 100%. So, number 1, your spiritual personal condition. Number 2, your ability to sell. Number 3, your ability to handle finances, money. And number 4, your ability to market. And 5, your delivery. Okay, it's me again from behind the computer where we just delivered this webinar. And I know that right now you're getting some awesome thought-provoking, life-saving, all kinds of things are happening. And if it's not wow, 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 as you know, you need to participate. You are welcome to ask questions. You're welcome to email us through our website if you have any questions, but participate as much as you can. There's a present coming up for you, a crazy offer that I really suggest you take advantage of. And I cannot wait for you to continue getting the benefits of this lesson. So how do we improve it? What do you need to do? How do you improve your ability to sell? I want to hear from you now. I would like you to participate. How do you improve your ability to sell? What do you think needs to be done to improve your ability to sell? Yes, Enoch, exactly. Listen to your client, marketing. Okay, so let's say you listen very well. Will that for sure improve your ability to sell? Let's say you market, you do more marketing. Are you sure that it will improve your ability to sell? Willingness, so you're very, very, very willing, but nobody buys from you. Ensure that we care for the prospect or customer prospect. Okay, so you care a lot, but you don't know. You don't know how. You give more than expected. That's very good to do. But how do you improve your ability to sell? First, you need to sell them before you can give more than you expected. Empathy. Okay, lots of empathy. You're really empathetic, but they don't buy from you. They buy from your competition. Very smart, Amanda. I need to find the source of my problem and solve that. Yes. Think of ways to over-deliver. Sell with a purpose. Know your product intimately. I don't know. Very smart. I don't know is smart. What do you need to do? How do you improve your ability to handle finances? What do we need to do to handle your ability to handle finances? How do I improve your ability to not say yes to waste and to actually start to say yes to income? Nice, Jean. Yes. When you're, Lior, when you are in giving and with it, love you more, provide value for free. Okay, Lior. Find who needs your product by learning effective sales process, unreasonable hospitality. Okay, Enoch. Listen to Gal. Yes, thank you. Good idea. Thank you, Vince. You need to educate yourself. Very smart. But how many people are educated, Amanda? Many people get very educated, and I see that they don't do so well. I've seen many people that aren't ever going to university, and they become billionaires. How? They're not even educated. Separate wants from needs. Okay, please tell me. Yes, Kelly. You improve by actually practicing the things you say you're going to do. I like it, Nina. Okay. Learn from you. Thank you, Jason. Yes. What do you need to do now? How do you improve your ability to market? So how do we get good at marketing? What do we need to do to improve our ability to market? What do you think? Finances. Double check if that product is needed by you and will benefit you. Okay, so we check and we say, yes, I need it. I need to watch Netflix right now. I checked. I'm tired. I checked. I need to relax. But you still make a stupid mistake and go and waste time. Give a guarantee. Okay. Know our target audience. The love languages. That's very good. Yes, Kelly. The marketing love languages are incredible. What do you need to do? How do you improve your ability to deliver? How do you ensure that you always give generous delivery and don't get pissed off with a client and say, whatever, I'm not going to give him generous delivery? Or how do you ensure you don't forget to give generous delivery? Or how do you make sure that even when you're tired, hungry, and pissed off, you still give your wife generous delivery and help and be there and be patient and willing? How do you do that? LOL, yes. Okay, nice, Lior. Yes. So if I look at what you say, you think it's to learn, to educate yourself. You think you need to learn workable and effective sales processes. Who needs my product? I need to know my product. I need willingness. I need to connect to something. Just say yes, even when you're tired. Not sure. That's okay, Nina. Yes. Okay. You will think there's something you need to learn. Most people, by the instinct, the first thing they say is, I need to learn. I need to learn. Right? There's something I don't know. Right? Sure. Yeah. Yes. Not sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But something doesn't add up. You see people go to university, people learn a lot, but they still don't succeed. I've seen many university graduates in a terrible condition. Terrible. They really don't do well in life. In fact, there are many who don't learn and they succeed much more. Have you seen people that never went to university and they are doing very, 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 very well. And you're like, what the heck? Oh my goodness, yes, yes. Very many of them, yes. A majority of the most successful people in the world are those that didn't learn. Check. You can check, and many of them didn't even learn. So you said it's, and let's just look back at what you said. You said, I need to educate myself. You said that it's unreasonable hospitality. You said you need to find who needs your product. You said you need to research and find the market. You said that you need to know your product intimately. You need to sell with purpose. You need to have empathy. That's what you said. Drop out Steve Jobs, for example. Yes. Too cool for school. Yes. So what is it? What is it? If it's not all that, we went over, I told you, no, but it can't be that, it can't be that, it can't be that. So what is it? Let's look. How do you improve your spiritual personal condition? Your ability to sell, your ability to handle finances, money, your ability to market, your delivery. You don't chase, you attract. Nah, I don't know about that, because if I need to attract Sarah, it means I'm effect. I'm waiting for you to be attracted to me. You have all the power. If I don't chase, if I don't go to sales meeting and make calls and go and do and deliver webinars and put myself out there, I will sit and I'm not chasing. I'm waiting to attract. It's not that either. I know it sounds good, but it's a common mistake. People say, don't chase, attract. No, no, no. Find your passion. Many people are passionate, but it's not that, okay? Here's what it is. The hint is in each line. In each one of those lines lies your hint. Every single one of these is monitored by you. Yes, because it's you who makes the success or not. It's the power of Elon Musk, okay, whether you like him or not, I don't care. It's just an example. He's a powerful guy. He comes in, he'll make it happen. He will make success. It's the powerful that go and are effective. It's you, exactly. You guys found it. You found it on your own. It's you. It's you. It's you. Look, your ability to sell. It's you. Your ability to handle finances. It's you. Your ability to market. You. Your delivery. What is your condition? Amazing. It's so simple. Yes. So how do you improve you? Because that's it. Number one, it's you. It's all number one. Bottom line, here's the crazy thing. It's one thing. It's you, your spiritual, personal condition. If we take the answers you gave, empathy and willingness, and I need to research, and I need to find who needs my product, and I need to have a purpose, and I need to know my product intimately. If we take those things, actually what you need to do is the opposite of what you think. I know I keep doing that. At the beginning we found certain things and we realized, whoa, it's not that that's the source of my problem. Here we said, oh, here's what I need to do, but it's not that. But in order to find what it's not, I needed to pull it out of you. I needed to diagnose it. I needed to actually get you to look. The answer is to unlearn everything that you think is currently true. Whatever you're operating on that you think is the source, whatever you operate on that you think you need, it's not that. I'm sorry, but you need to unlearn it. I know it's like, no, everything I need to unlearn. Yes, you need to unlearn, not learn. It's the opposite. Remove what isn't true. You have a Ferrari engine with handbrakes up. The Ferrari has handbrakes, many handbrakes, and you need to release the handbrakes. The engine is big enough. That's so tough but necessary. Yes, Amanda. Correct, Kelly. Oh, wow. Yes, Tariq. To unlearn all the BS we've learned. Yes, Kapil. The moment you unlearn, the moment you remove lies, meaning remove the handbrakes, you show up. And you are the one that knows. A spiritual being is the one that knows. But what's the problem with that? What's the problem with what I'm telling you? To remove a lie, you need to know it's a lie, as otherwise you will not try to solve it. Is that true? You will not try to remove it. If I don't know, okay, Nina, no problem. Yes, yes. If I don't know I have diabetes, I will not handle it. If I have relationship problems and I don't know that I'm actively operating off of a lie, which I know to be right, and yet it's the actual source for my relationship problems. There's a source for my relationship problems, and it's a total lie, but I don't know I'm actively operating off of it. I will never remove it, and I will always have relationship problems, and they will get worse. So the issue is not that you don't know. It's worse. You know wrong. It's not that you don't know. There's something you think you know, which you just listed, among many other areas, and you know wrong. So how do you find the lies you're actively operating on? How do you find these things that are currently hidden from you? How do you find your diabetes but in business? How do you find that diabetes that's hidden from you but in sales? How do you find that diabetes that's your personal condition? Yes, I don't know. Please share that info. Yes. If you're a doctor, how do you find the source of the problem? If I'm a doctor, how do I find the source of the problem? Let's look at that. If you're a doctor, how do you find the source of the problem? You have two options. Number one, to guess. This is what psychology does. You look at the symptoms and hope you guess the source correctly. I just look at it and I guess. I think that based on what I'm seeing, then I guess. Yes, very smart, Jean-Paul, yes. Okay, Kelly. Diagnose, correct, Tarek. It can be fine to do it with your body. Okay, you can maybe guess with your body. I don't mind too much, but not with you. Your body can be replaced. You cannot be replaced. So if you mess up and you mess up the body, okay. But if I guess and I mess up with you, no. When it comes to you, you cannot just guess. You cannot just guess. Let's look at option 2. Correct, Kate. Test and learn. Analyze each area. Unpack. Yes, each belief. Yeah. Your second option for finding the source for your problems. And this is what you need. Like a proper doctor or researcher or engineer or scientist, you use or design a test. You don't guess. You do a proper diagnosis. And the more exact the diagnosis is, the better is the result. Because the diagnosis itself exposes the lie. It exposes the no wrong. It exposes the area that you know wrong. That's what the diagnosis does. It exposes the lie that you use. And because it's now exposed, it's no longer a lie. Now you don't know wrong any longer. You know it was a lie. And you know right. Are you following? Great. If I have shoulder pain at the gym and I'm sure I'm exercising correctly, but I have shoulder pain. If my trainer does a super thorough diagnosis of everything I do all week long at the gym, every gym session, and he checks everything I do, if he knows what he's doing, he will expose the lie I actively operate on. He will diagnose where I know wrong. He discovers the exact point my form is off, the exact source of the problem. The minute this is exposed, the lie is found. Now I know right. Now my problem is resolved. It's the exact same for your problems in your life and in your business. The employee said he arrived to the client meeting at 8 a.m., but he arrived at 10. He lied. When he told you 8 a.m., it caused a problem. What do you mean? The client says you're not there. He says he is. He's lying to you. There's a problem. But when you expose the time he actually arrived, 10 a.m., it all made sense and you could handle it thoroughly. You could talk to the client. You could tell them, look, I'm sorry, the guy didn't arrive. I'm sorry. We were delayed. You're right. Let me give you a discount. Let me help you something. You can handle it. But for as long as you thought that he did arrive on time, the lie, not so good. People thought the reason they were getting sick and dying is they weren't praying hard enough to the stones. They thought they had these stones that they used to pray to. But then someone came and said, no, look, you had a heart attack. You had too much chocolate. Okay, just an example. I'm making it up. But someone says, look, you had a heart attack, man. It's not the stones. You had too much chocolate. So when you pray harder, you were under more pressure as it wasn't working because you had the wrong source. So you prayed more. It made you more pressurized. Why isn't it working? I feel bad. I'm getting sick. And it wasn't working because you had the wrong source. But all of a sudden it became science. It was no longer a lie. You had an actual test and diagnosis. You knew what to fix. So how do you test you, the spirit? Yes, Jean-Paul. To figure out what is the problem, you first of all test the reaction time. That's the first thing you must test. How much time it takes from when you see something, understand it, and act correctly. That's the first thing you must test. Your reaction time. There's a specific way to test it. Your reaction time is how fast you comprehend and apply. The time it takes from when data is presented to you, you understood it, and can apply to bring about the expected results, improvements in the area. Most people have a very low reaction time, but you need to find the reaction time, and there's a specific, highly specialized way to do that, to find the reaction time in order to improve it. The next thing is, now that we know how well you comprehend the data presented to you, how much time it takes you to comprehend the data. In other words, now that we know your reaction time, now we need to know what you do with the data. What do you do with this data? And this is your IQ. Your IQ is only your ability to take the data you comprehended and quickly compare and apply principles you know to the data, and by that maximize the results. Okay, for example, you need to drill a hole in the wall. Okay, so you have something, a hole in the wall that you need to drill. You take the data you comprehend and you quickly compare and apply principles you know. Okay, so you know this hole needs to be straight, it needs to be secure, it needs to be able to hold weight. And because you know, you say, okay, I know how to drill, I know how to hold a screwdriver, I know what's needed. You can maximize the results. You can do it correctly, effectively, and quickly. Your IQ will determine the plan you use to take what you know and bring about the best hole possible in the fastest time. Wow, the reason you're stressed is because you have the wrong solution to the problem. Yes. No, Kapil, reaction time is different to IQ. So when you have the high IQ, you'll bring about a very beautiful wall quickly and effectively. If you work with somebody with a low IQ, they will make a mess. They won't make a wall. It'll take them a long time. They won't know what to do. They won't be creative. They won't bring about the wall. They won't know that this is the end result they need to achieve, and they won't create a plan to get there. Same with your business. Your IQ will determine how well you drill the holes. Okay, for example, in your business, you have different holes you need to drill, different things you need to do, different problems you need to solve. If we don't handle your IQ, you'll do it slowly, make a mess of it, not do it at all, or create problems. What's the next thing you have? Next is you need to lead. The IQ gives you the plan. Okay, this is how I'm going to drill a hole. The next thing is you need to be able to lead the different parts of the game. The task, the business, the people, the machinery, the beings and things. You need to actually be able to lead them. You need to lead them to execute the sane actions and not their feelings or what they want. When you're trying to make things happen, people will say, this is what I want to do, or this is what I feel like. It's not effective. Michael Jordan, when he got the Bulls to win 6 championships, he told them, look, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about what you want. We're going to practice. We're going to drill this. We're going to go and actively make this happen. Regardless, he led to a result. But most people, they go by what they feel like doing next, what I want to do. No. You need to check your ability to lead. You must know it. And all of that is modified by your viewpoint on the different parts of life. More on this soon. How do you view different things? Do you view them in a way that is possible, exciting, you can do something about it? Or is your viewpoint one that's exact opposite? Are you with me so far? Okay, yes. Yes, this is a must. It's a must to know this. Yes. And we need to scientifically test this. So you understood, for example, that your garden is not doing well. So we're looking at your viewpoint on life. You came up with the idea to invent pesticides. So you are the inventor of pesticides. You decided to get yourself and everyone that works with you to use the pesticides. And your viewpoint will define the purpose on which you are operating. So you can have a viewpoint, 2 different viewpoints. Do you want a beautiful garden That's one viewpoint, one purpose to operate on. I'm operating on the purpose of creating a beautiful garden. That's my viewpoint. Or are you upset with the freaking bugs? It's a different viewpoint. It's a different purpose, to kill the bugs. And you need to check in your life. What viewpoint are you operating on? It has to be tested. From the countless potential hires, staff, clients, business owners, friends, and even family that I've tested many, many, many people. No one knows what principles they should be operating on, and so they are operating from a stuck viewpoint. They handle things in a very specific, stuck way. It's a pattern behavior. It's really just a pattern behavior. They hear A, they do A. This happens, they do B. They always encounter this type of problem, they do C. They always operate in the same way. Oh, there's an issue, they want to kill the person. There's a good thing that happens, they squash anything better from happening. They have these stuck viewpoints. Great information indeed, thank you. They respond to the environment instead of making the environment respond to them. The environment can be people, things. So instead of bringing about an effective result around you, what happens around you brings a result on you. You become an effect. Now, you understand that without these tools, without these tests, without this diagnosis, you will habitually, by habit, make a mistake. Yes? Yes, so true. Wow, it is well. Yes. You will make mistakes. The chances you will drill the best hole, the exact spot, hit true north, is basically zero. Just look around. 99.9% of people are suffering, are doing the wrong actions, operating from the wrong viewpoint. And hence your life is going south. So you will not succeed. You will work very hard. You will work towards south when you should be going north. Why? Because you never had these tests. You never had a way to diagnose the actual lies you operate on that ensure your problem not only doesn't get solved, your problem gets worse. And these tests really are the most valuable thing. If I had $1 million to handle a disease, I would invest $999,999 in finding the source, and I'd invest $1 in the solution, because the source is 99.999% of the solution. The tests, finding the source, is what I would invest the most in. Amanda, I wouldn't want to be working hard and it amounts to nothing. I understand, but unfortunately, and I'm sorry to tell you, most people are around you. The tests. So what I suggest is that you do the tests. That's next for you, to do the tests. Usually, if I do the test for a company, the test will cost $999 for when I test companies. It's $999 per person. And the evaluation of them will take about half an hour to 1 hour. And I charge about $1,000 per hour for these evaluations of the tests, because I show you the most exact diagnosis. So it will cost you about $1,500 to $2,000 to do the tests and to have me interpret them for you. Now, as I told you at the beginning, I'm going to give you a present, and it's the present of your life, the most important present you ever got, the real why for you. Imagine you knew exactly what you need to do. Imagine you knew exactly what's wrong with you. You won't wonder, is it this? Is it that? You will have no worries because you will know exactly what it is. You will know what you need to handle. And what you need to handle is always one thing. It's always and only one thing. It cannot be 5 things or 7 things or 3 things. It can be one and only one, the source point. As source is defined as the point from which things emanate. One and only one. It's the one point from which other things come from. The one point from where your problems stem. Imagine you had it. What a peace of mind. And imagine I can also give you, for whatever the source is that the tests find, I can tell you exactly the handling. I can guarantee that whatever is wrong with you, there is nothing I won't have the handling for. If you can imagine that, you will obviously realize that this is an ideal life. You will go from strength to strength, from wealth to wealth, from tens to hundreds, hundreds to thousands, thousands to 100,000, 100,000 to 1 million, and then tens of millions and 100 million. That's no exaggeration, because you will know what stops you. It's like having a Trojan horse in the enemy camp. Wow. Yes, Anthony. Oh, yes, Amanda. And if it will cost you $5,000, it's nothing. $50,000, it's nothing. Because it gives you a lifetime of income. More importantly than any data, more important than any learning, prior to the data, prior to the learning, prior to the pill, is what kind of pill to take. You need to know what pill to take. You need to know the exact source. You pay the doctor not for the pill. That's what you pay the pharmacist for. The pharmacist, you pay for the pill. The big bucks go to the doctor because he can tell you which pill to take. He knows how to do the diagnosis. The same applies to your life. If you do the tests, you will find which pill to take. And that's more important than the pill. You can have all the pills in the world, but if you take the wrong pill, it will kill you. So who thinks it's a good idea to do those tests? Absolutely agree, 100%. Yes, me, yes, me, yes, I do, exactly, yes, me, good, Lior. Me first, Enoch, yes. Now I know you think that you maybe don't have $5,000 to spend. I have bad news for you. If you don't have these $5,000 to spend on these tests, you will not have a life. I'm not exaggerating, but I want to help you. And I promise I'm going to give you a present because you stayed to the end. And I am. I'm going to give you a present, and this present is valid only for 1 hour. But it's a huge present, the present of your life. What I'm going to do for you, I'm going to do the test for you. There are a battery of comprehensive tests that will find the source of your problem, which is 99.99999% of handling your problem. They find your one source, plus my evaluation with you, one-on-one, plus my diagnosis, plus the offer of your exact guaranteed handling. And I'm not going to charge you $5,000. I'm not going to charge you $3,000. I'm not going to charge you $2,000. I'm not going to charge you $1,000. I'm not going to charge you $500 or $300 like it should be. It's no longer $5,000 or $3,000 or $1,000 or $500 or $300. The crazy, life-saving, huge present is I'm going to charge you only $97 for the tests, but only for the next hour, and I'll tell you when the timer starts. And that price, I'm only doing it for the first 15 people that register. And after that, it will be $997, which is still a discount for the rest of the hour. You need to go to www.gprosperity.com/testing, and you will get it. Your 1 hour time starts now. I'm going to put the link in the chat. So it's www.gprosperity.com/testing. This is wow, by the way. Save your life or save your money. Really, that's what it comes down to. Save your life, save your money. You can choose. So I told you at the beginning that I'm not going to give that limited time offer to you watching this because it was limited time. But I'm going to make an exception. Why? Because this video that you're watching is not by chance that you made it on to see it. We post a lot of things, and the fact that you made it to this point of the webinar tells me you really want to improve, that there's an emergency you want to handle. So here's what I'm going to do for you. It won't be $97. Okay, if you go to our website right now, you'll see it on for probably about $1,000. It won't be $97 because that wouldn't be fair to those that were on. But what you will get is the entire program for only $105, $8 more than what I offered there. Now, you should take advantage of that right away. And how you do that is you go to the link in the description and you use the code TEST SPECIAL. When you go to checkout, you go to the discount code section, you type in TEST SPECIAL, and you'll see it will drop from $9.97 or $1,500 or whatever the price is right now. It will drop down for you to $105. You still get basically the special I offered. So take advantage of it right away, register, and I can't wait to get you the tests and to work with you. Now, register at gprosperity.com/testing. It's $97 only for the next hour. For the first 15 people that register, we're already down to about 59 minutes. Your guarantee. Here's your guarantee. Yes, it is life-saving. Wow, amazing. Yes, thank you. Here's your guarantee. By the end of the tests, once we have the diagnosis and prescribe the pill, not really a pill, right? But the solution designed specially for you, for your condition in the business or in life, if it will not cure you, provided you do what we agreed to do and you reported to me proof that it was done on time, if you didn't get the results, I'll give you as much data as you need until you get the results. I'm all about the results. So we're going to continue until we get the results. I will adjust the pill, the dose, so it will match your needs. I will work with you for as long as it takes. And if you're not sure you got all the value and more, I will refund you $97 plus $20. I will refund you $97 plus $20 for wasting your time. That's your guarantee. There's 58 minutes left to take advantage of this insane present. Now, register at gprosperity.com/testing. That's where you need to go. Register now. I put the link in the chat. You cannot not take this offer, guys. Why am I giving such a good offer? Why did I discount from $2,000 to $97? Why? Because my purpose is to help you. And I really want to help you. I really, really, really want to help you. Why? Firstly, because I'm a nice guy. But secondly, because I'm on a mission to create 10,000 ethical millionaires, and I want you to be one of them. This is where we start. I want you to be one of them. This is where we start. There can't be a better offer than this. True, Kapil. You know, you've worked with me. You know what we do. You're right. Thank you, Kapil. But more importantly, I know this. If I'll help you, I know you will help me. Your success is my marketing. If I help you and I bring you results, you will market. You will feel that I've given you generous exchange. You will go and talk to other people. You will bring me more people I can help. And since I'm Jewish and I look for cheap marketing, there is no cheaper marketing than showcasing your success, using your success as a case study. And so that's why I'm making it so affordable. Register now at www.gprosperity.com/testing. Lior, done. Amazing. I cannot wait to work with you. I cannot wait to send it to you. My promise to you is this. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Even if you don't believe you can be helped. My mission is to take you in whatever condition you currently are in and help you. And hence, I made it easier than ever to get the exact handling you need. This is a $97 offer. I've never offered this. I've never presented tests in this price. And I can promise you that as you will progress with guaranteed prosperity, your life and the lives of everyone you love will improve. And as you expand, life and business will become more challenging. Okay, it will be challenging. You're going to go and you're going to build businesses and sell more and market more and get out there, and you're going to have more finances to deal with and money. But you'll become so much stronger that for you, any situation will be a no-brainer. It's just a challenge. It's just a game. And that's what fun is all about. Challenge that's fun, that you can overcome. It's only $97 today. Valid for less than 1 hour. go to www.gprosperity.com/testing. Register now and get the Money Mind Launchpad $349 gift as a bonus. Now, I'm going to stay a little bit more to answer any questions you have. But first, I want to show you a few success stories that you can have. I know I showed it at the beginning, but I want to show you it again. It's a 1.5 or 2 minute video. And then I'm going to stay on to answer any questions. Here we go.
So Ridin and I just finished a great coaching session.
Yeah,
How was
it was amazing. Next level, like always.
And how did it go since we started?
My business has been improving every day.
4 times in the last 3 months growth, no?
Yeah.
Gal's answers and tools and everything was nothing I was expecting.
Beyond my wildest expectation. Be prepared to be beyond wow.
I realized how I could be more cause in my life, how I have more control over situations. So yeah, it was really amazing. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Gal is very professional and he will guide you and help you in a way that you could really use this knowledge in your life.
I just want to say thank you, Gal, for amazing webinar, and I applied everything I learned.
But the wonderful thing about Gal, he has great energy. He has command of the subject. He's clear. He will answer as many questions as you have. He's just an overall amazing teacher.
I want to mention how effective this program was for me, and I am very impressed with the results.
What Gal is teaching in G Prosperity, it has the extra thing, and that extra thing really moved the needle for me.
What I have studied with Gal, I'm using the concepts, the tools for my everyday life here.
Gal responded to every question that I had.
Super mind-blowing. In literally 4 hours, it was basically giving the answer to all my problems I've ever had since birth to now.
I'm so happy. I really recommend you to take this program. Gal is amazing. He's a great teacher and an awesome person.
I want this success for you. Next steps, Lior, or Jason, when you signed up, and a few others I think did already, what I will do is reach out to you personally, send you the tests via email. You'll do the tests. I'll also send you immediately right away today the Money Mind Launchpad course that you can start right away. Even before I send you the tests, you have the ability to get that. And then you'll do the tests. After that, I'll evaluate the test for you. We'll get on a one-on-one call. I will display the tests for you. They're very comprehensive tests. It's not something thin or weak. It's a comprehensive series of tests, and you need to do them. It'll take about 1.5 to 2 hours to do the tests. And after you do them, I will show you the results on a live call one-on-one, and I will show you what the handling is that you need. What is the exact pill that you need? So I'm putting the link here again. Now, if you don't have the money right now, speak to me, okay? What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put this only for you guys that stay to the very end. This is my WhatsApp number. +277. Okay, here's my WhatsApp number. This won't be on the recording, this number, okay? So you guys that are on right now have it, okay? Oh, I don't think it's sent. Hold on. I want you to send me a WhatsApp right now if you have any question or any reason not to join. This is my personal WhatsApp number, okay? Any reason preventing you from joining, I want to help you. I want to ensure that we find a way that we can ensure that you join. Now, the special has 48 minutes left. 24 of those include the Money Mind Launchpad. And take it. Start to take advantage of the offer. Do you have any questions that I can answer? Anything that I can personally answer for you? I'm going to stop to share the screen for a moment. Anything that I can answer for you. I know that there's a few people on still. Alessandra, Anita, Amanda is going to speak to me. She said, great. Anthony, Kate, Carmela, Enoch, Jean-Paul, Kapil. Now, the $97 for this is wild. Take it while you can. Lizette, Rudolph, Punam, Rich, Sarah, Shuli. Hi, by the way, I forgot to say hi to Shuli. Nice to see you. Okay, any questions that you have? And by the way, I want to explain to you one more time something that I didn't thoroughly maybe highlight enough for you while I have you on. You have a very crazy guarantee, okay? Basically, what I'm saying with this guarantee, I'm saying that you pay the $97, you do the tests, you get the diagnosis. If it wasn't, wow, you got the value, this is for sure the handling, you got something powerful, you know what you need to do next, you, provided of course that you went and did it, yes, you need to do what I suggest, you will get the $97 back plus $20 for wasting your time. Because I want to ensure that it's a no-brainer, that you have no risk. So take advantage of this. No one does this. You guys had an amazing taste of what's to come, of how I operate, of how I teach, of the type of material that we give. And you know that I'm going to do it with generous delivery with a wow. You will see there will be more than you expected. So again, thank you very much. If you have any questions, please write to me. And without further ado, I believe we'll wrap it up. If there's nothing else, there's 46 minutes left on this special, after which it will be gone. And I cannot wait to work with you. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Carmela. No, thank you. Thank you, Jason. I'm excited to think. Yes, Jason. Thank you. You're very welcome, Kate. Kate, speak to me. WhatsApp me if you need. Let's get you on. Thank you, Marcel. Mwah, Marcel, thank you. Marcel and Carmela have been learning with us for, what, 15 years, Marcel? You are putting the future there through Guaranteed Prosperity. And there's some of the clients on here that have been with us. They're not even students anymore. They're family. Yes, 15 years, Marcel. Wow. Unbelievable. You're welcome, Amanda. I'll speak to you. Vikram, the link is not working. It should be working. There's a few people that already purchased, so it should be working. Great, Sarah, you're welcome. Join, Sarah. Sarah, you need to join. We need to talk. Based on your answers, I'm excited to work with you. Just based on your participation, I could see. You're very welcome, Jean-Paul. And Badmashuli, thank you. Thank you very much. Well done for being on. Well done for getting this data. Take advantage of this offer. I'm telling you, you really, really, really should. Thank you so much. I need this. Yes, so good. So join. Okay, I'll see you on soon. I can't wait to work with you. Bye-bye. Okay, you've completed the entire replay. Well done. And this is the behind the scenes of where the magic happened. Register now. Take advantage of it. All you need to do is put the code in that I told you, and you will get it. The test special promo code, you will get it for $105 instead of $97. That's still an insane offer. Instead of $1,000, you basically get $900 off because you've made it this far. Take advantage of it, and I cannot wait to work with you personally. I'm still going to give you everything offered personally so that you can actually find the source of your problems and handle it forever.